Hey, yo, guys, what's up? It's your boy Jesse coming to you today with another video. It's gonna be my last video I do today. I've done 5 videos today, trying to get it knocked out as much as possible while my fiance is watching her grandmother. And today I want to go over 5 things that I've had to get used to and adapt to while being here in the Philippines. These are things that I may not have really done a lot in America. Some of them I may not have liked, but I just had to learn to adapt. Just like in the military, they taught us adapt and overcome. So I'm just adapting to this, want to overcome it and keep on living. And this is also for my American friends or any of my friends who are not from the Philippines that want to come here. You might have to learn to adapt to some of this too. All right, though, guys, before I get into it, you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button down below because you liking and subscribing is the best way to support these videos that I do, and it ensures that I'm able to continue to make videos like this for you guys in the future. And let's shoot for 1K followers. All right, everyone, let's get into the video number 5, rice with every meal. I had to get used to this. Out of all of these things, this is the one that I had the least trouble with because it's like whatever, it's rice. In America, obviously, you guys know in America, we don't have rice with every meal. We don't have rice for snacks. And when I say every meal here in the Philippines, sometimes they have like 5 meals a day. There's a lot of meals in the Philippines. It's so confusing. I don't get it. I guess that's another thing I had to get used to. But rice with every meal is something you will have to get used to. When you go to a restaurant, you order food, they're not going to bring out potatoes and fries or whatever. They're going to bring out rice. That is your starch. In America, I'd get a burger, it would come with fries. I'd get steak, it would come with potatoes, that kind of stuff. Here, you get a burger, it comes with rice. You get a steak, it comes with rice. Everything comes with rice, which is interesting though, because when I was in the military and I'd eat at the cafeteria, the DFAC, I said decaf. I don't know what the heck I'm thinking. I don't think I've had enough coffee today. But anyhow, when I was eating in the cafeteria, every meal also had the option of getting rice. And I still don't understand that. I guess maybe rice is a healthier option for starches than things like potatoes and fries. But yeah, you get rice with everything. Typically in America, when we would eat rice with stuff, it would be with things like fish. That was a very common thing that I would eat with rice is fish. But I really didn't eat rice that much, even with fish. I probably had rice outside of the military maybe twice a year. That's how often I had rice. I just did not eat it much. Here, I had to get used to it. And one of the things that I did to get used to eating rice all the time is I would take the food, especially at restaurants, and put it on top of the rice, pat it down and eat it like that. My fiance, she gets a little bite of the food and a little bite of the rice, and then she does it like that. I think that's how most Filipinos do it. I just do it like that because it mixes the flavoring good. Rice, at least from my experience, does not have much of a taste, kind of bland. And I don't really like that. I'd like to have a little more flavor. So yeah, that's what I do. If I'm at home and my fiance makes rice, because we do have a rice cooker, or I make rice, that's the only way I can make rice is with a rice cooker, which is right there. Okay, I was wondering where my rice cooker was. I usually put the meat on top, put some mayo, some sriracha, something else on it, mix it all up. It's good, it's good. So you will have to get used to that when you come to the Philippines. Just know that if you're in the province and you get a burger or you get a steak or something that you would think would normally come with some type of bread, like fries or potatoes, probably want to come with rice. Yeah, you're just going to have to learn to eat rice, guys. Number 4, in the province life, the brownouts. This is another one that doesn't bother me as much anymore. I've learned how to deal with it. Typically now, I'll just go somewhere else if there's not a brownout, or if I'm not that busy, I'll just lay in bed, probably take a nap, do something to keep myself busy and occupied. I have a Kindle. I might read from my book on my Kindle. I'll do something like that. You will have to get used to brownouts, especially in the province. I don't know how it is in Manila. The few times I've been to Manila, I've stayed for a week or two, up to a month. There were no brownouts. I didn't have that problem. I don't know if it's like that all year. And I don't know if that's just specific to some places in Manila. But in the province, you will have to get used to brownouts. When a brownout happens, the electricity goes off. Typically, they will warn people, but it's on social media. So unless you have a friend on social media who shares that stuff, or you follow whatever province you're in, you follow their social media page, unless you have that, you probably won't know that there's going to be a brownout. And if they warn you ahead of time, it typically means the brownout's going to be all day. It'll happen around 8 to 9 in the morning, and it'll come back. The electricity will come back on between 5 and 6 at night. These are working hours. So normally that would mean that they're doing something to the power lines, or doing something that would require them to turn off the electricity, like clean after a flood, or something like that. There are also times when floods hit, the weather's bad, and there's just a brownout. And you just got to deal with it. You got to wait for it to come back on. It can be anywhere from 1 minute to hours to days, I think. I haven't been here yet for it to happen for days, but I think it has happened in some places for days. I do remember when the typhoon hit Cebu. It was a really bad typhoon. I don't remember what it was called, but it was, I think, in 2022. It was around Christmas time. The electricity was out for a while in some places. It was out for several days in some places. People had to go to 7-Eleven. Luckily, they have generators to keep their electricity on. That's about the only stores and restaurants around here that you'll find with generators, is your mainstream ones like 7-Eleven, McDonald's, those types of places. They'll have generators that will keep their electricity on. So be sure to get used to that. And sometimes there's just random brownouts. Like a few nights ago, there was a brownout. I don't know why. The electricity wasn't bad, or the weather wasn't bad. There was no warning. It happened for maybe 30 minutes and it came back on. And sometimes it happens in the middle of the night. Be sleeping, no rain, no weather, nothing. Nobody's working on stuff, I don't think. It'll just go off, and then 30 minutes to an hour later, it's back on. So yeah, be ready for that. It's something you will have to adapt to. It gets easier over time once you figure out that, get your shit done quick. I wake up early in the morning, get as much done as I can, just in case something like that happens. I'm always ahead of time. Like at my schoolwork, several of my classes, I've got all the homework done for the whole semester for those classes. So yeah, be prepared and, get your shit together while you can when you're in the province. Number 3, I had to adjust to Karaoke. This was something that took me a very long time to adjust to. It's something that still kind of annoys me a little bit, is when I hear people playing music and doing Karaoke really loud late at night or early in the morning. I have trouble with that because I know there are people who are trying to sleep. It's more about the being disrespectful kind of thing. It's more about them not caring that, there are kids who might need to go to school tomorrow. There are people who work that might need to wake up early. There are parents who would love to be able to get some rest, because it's not easy raising a child. It's tiresome. I get so annoyed with that. I remember, actually it was just a few nights ago, there was some loud music playing, and I don't know where it was at. It wasn't a fiesta, it wasn't anything like that. It was on a Thursday night. And I just kept thinking, these people really do not care that there are people who have children and people who have to work the next day. And that music was playing until midnight. It literally stopped at like 11:50 something. That's when it stopped. The problem was for me, because I have insomnia, I fell asleep relatively early, but then I woke up. I woke up because I could hear the music playing. And wherever this place was, it was way down the road, but they were playing the music so loud that I could hear it, and it woke me up. I kid you not, I could not sleep the rest of the night. I probably woke up around between 9 and 10, and I was awake the rest of the night. The insomnia kept me awake because it was so loud that I couldn't fall back asleep. And when it finally stopped, I didn't want to go back to sleep because I had stuff I needed to do. I needed to wake up early. So I bought a bunch of Stings, which is an energy drink here, and coffee and little energy shots, and I just stayed up the rest of the night. My fiance slept. I remember she had to wake up early. I don't remember why, but I made sure to wake her up early, and I just let it be. I had no choice. And that's something you'll have to get used to. People do it just randomly, and it is annoying, especially for our friends who are from a Western country where you live in places that there are noise curfews and it's illegal. You get in trouble for playing music up too loud late at night, especially during the weekday when people have to go to work the next day or kids got to go to school. You're going to have to get used to that. And I hate saying that, but it is true. Number 2, the fiestas. This one isn't a bad one. It's just something I did have to adapt to. Fiestas happen here a lot, and I had to get used to it because I typically don't like to be around a lot of people, especially at nighttime when it's hard to see. You just don't know the types of people you're around, and it can feel dangerous. And some of those people are drinking, which makes it even worse because, alcohol causes you to do stupid stuff sometimes. I had to get used to that because my fiance likes to go, and I can't handle loud music very much. It's part of my compensation, actually, I get from the VA because stuff happen. Loud music is not something I can deal with unless I'm drinking. So what I've learned to do is that if I go to a fiesta, I need to be drinking. If I'm at a party and they're going to play loud music, I need to be drinking because otherwise it drives me insane. I go crazy. I can't. It's strange. I don't know how else to explain that. But you're going to have to get used to the fiestas, and it's fun to get used to the fiestas. It's nothing bad. You'll love it. Once you get in there, at first you might be a little shy. You might have anxiety, but once you get used to it, once you go to a few and you're around people who are just having fun, people who want to dance, people who want to sing, just being all goofy and relaxing and chilling. Maybe have you some alcohol. Red Horse is a good choice. San Mig Light, if you don't want something strong, get you a San Mig Light. Good choice. If you want something that's not beer, try Tanduay. Tanduay is a good one. Tanduay Light. If you don't want a strong rum, do Tanduay Light. And they've got other stuff too. They got a Boracay rum that's really good. You'll have to obviously get all that on your own, but do something like that. You'll enjoy yourself. It might take a little bit to adapt. It might take a little bit to do that, but you'll be glad that you did adapt to that. That's one of those things that I found I've really enjoyed since I've been here, is going to fiestas. And actually, I'm looking forward to the next one. I can't wait. I'm excited. And then the next one that I know of is going to happen in, I think, October, if they still do the same one that they did when I was here the first time and I went to my first fiesta. So I hope they do, because I really want to go. I love that kind of stuff. It's a good way to just chill, relax, and not worry about work, schoolwork, and all that. That, my friends, is number 2. Now, number 1, this one is the most annoying. This one is the hardest one to deal with, especially as an American who values his independence. It is this view that you have to take care of your family. I don't like that view. I've adopted it, or I've tried to, but it's something that annoys me so much. I would never hear my mom. Listen, guys, my mom is extremely poor. She lives off government assistance. She just recently, thanks be to God, got off drugs. She's been on drugs since before I was born. And just a few weeks ago, she got out of jail, or a few months ago, she got out of jail and she's not on drugs anymore. And I trust her because she would not be living with my sister or going to see my sister or going to see my brother if she was still on drugs. They would not allow her to. And I've seen pictures of her. She's gained so much weight. She looks so much better. But despite everything, my mom has never once depended on me once I got out of the house. Once I got out of the house, I went to college, started living my own life. My mom has never depended on me to take care of her. Would I help her if she needed it? Now, yes. While she was on drugs, I would not. I would not help her if she was still on drugs. And she's really poor, guys. Really, really poor. I hate this idea here that children have to take care of their parents, or if you have money, you have to take care of your family. That is a terrible mindset. And it's a terrible mindset because it can contribute to people not growing and developing on their own, living their own life, making their own money, developing their own business where they can grow, possibly make more money. They can't do that if they're always giving money and time to other people. You will never get rich by giving your money away. You will never be able to get out of poverty if you keep giving your money and your time, because you need both of those. You keep giving both of those away when you get them, you will never be able to get out of poverty. I don't know why especially parents, but other people as well. I don't know why they don't see that. I don't know why they won't let their kids live their own life. That should be the dream of every parent, to allow their kids to go out into the world and to make their own money, to build themselves up. That should be every parent's dream. And I will never understand why parents and family members here will not allow each other to do that, because they want to depend on money and time from the other person. It's something that I've tried to adapt to. And actually, the good thing about that is that I made it very clear to my fiance, if she wants to go take care of whoever, she can. But when it comes to me, my time doing homework, video edits, whatever, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take care of what I need to take care of first. When it comes to our money that I got coming in, it will not go to anyone until the stuff that we need to take care of gets taken care of first. That includes food, that includes bills, that includes getting the house built, that includes getting the condo, making sure that we have the money to pay that. That comes first. And we're about to go take a small vacation to Gigantus Island. I told her I will not go until I know everything I need taken care of gets taken care of first. I'm not going to take money out of the budget for building that house up to go there. That house will get built before we go there. Or the funds needed to build that house will be given to the people that need to build it. And if we don't have enough money after that, oh well, we will. But if we didn't, it's just how it is. Priorities. Get the important stuff done first. So yeah, that's the probably the biggest thing that I had trouble adapting to. Still have trouble adapting to it. It's not that her family does it, it's just the thought of it. The thought of people doing that to their family, I can't understand it. It's like they do not care about their family. All they want is the money and the time from that person. I cannot for the life of me understand why somebody would do that to someone they love. I will say, I know for sure her dad's not like that though. Because in building him a house, he said no. She's got a nice motorcycle that we bought, and when we go to Manila, we were going to give it to him, and he said no, it's too nice. He doesn't want to drive around in it. He likes his little old motorcycle that, you know, it's a little old. It's about as old as him. No, but I know that he's not like that. He's a very simple man, and that's one of the reasons I really like her dad. And this last weekend, I went to go hang out with them because I missed hanging out with him so much. But yeah, there you go, guys. Those are the top 5 things. Some of them good, some of them bad, some of them, it's whatever. Like the rice, whatever. Bad, the money family thing. Good, videoke, gotta do it. Fiestas, gotta do that one. But yeah, let me know in the comment section, guys. What do y'all think? Is there something I missed? Is there something that you don't agree with? I'd love to hear from you guys. We can have a conversation. We can talk about whatever. I don't care. You can comment some random stuff and I'll probably comment back. So yeah, just let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. And of course, as always, guys, know that y'all are valuable and that you matter. God bless. Peace.